Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you, and today I have a very intriguing topic. We're going to go into great detail on SR9009, Stenabolic. I have some really strong information on some new findings and some new studies that have been conducted, and I really want to share these with you. They're a little bit on the scientific side, but you know, that's how they have to be explained. I don't know any other way to explain them except to dig into the science a little bit, give you all the information, and just really let you wrap your head around what's going on here with SR9009 and many of the qualities and benefits that it has. So let's just jump right in. Now, SR9009 can actually increase your muscle contractile potential in a very unique way. Now, SR9009 is actually showed to cause an increase in the oxidative capacity. Now, the oxidative capacity is the cell's ability to utilize fuel in skeletal muscles by a very staggering mechanism. Now, we all know that the cell's power plant for synthesizing ATP, which is the cell's energy's currency, is the mitochondria. Now, the mitochondria is a very tiny, small organelle within the cell that is responsible for using oxygen to burn carbs and fats. Now, the more mitochondria that a cell has, the greater its capability to produce energy. Okay, so SR9009, and this is by mechanisms that are kind of really unknown to us, is able to turn on genes that help synthesize new mitochondria in skeletal muscle cells outside of the genetic capability programmed within the cell. So essentially, and follow this closely now, SR9009 has the capability and the capacity to increase the muscle's ability to burn through energy to produce a greater contractile force at the cellular level. Basically, if that isn't enough, SR9009 has shown the extraordinary capability to actually enhance the function of all the existing mitochondria in skeletal muscles. And how does it do that? Well, it does it by increasing the amount of proteins that they use to burn carbs and fats. Now, SR9009 might also prevent atrophy of skeletal muscles due to stress, overtraining, and overall lack of use. Yes, it's no joke. Each skeletal muscle cell in the human body can undergo a certain level of atrophy, okay? Now, most seem to think that this only occurs when you stop training. But there is a likelihood that if significant overtraining is occurring, that causes the muscle to sustain damage exceeding its repairing capabilities, it actually may self-digest, which is a process termed autophagy, to actually sustain itself. This is where SR9009 comes into play. It's actually shown the ability to block and modulate this process. Okay, so when skeletal muscle cells were treated with compounds such as SR9009, the ability of the cell to self-digest actually slowed down significantly. So in that respect, SR9009 has actually shown the remarkable ability to protect skeletal muscles from atrophy. Now, another thing that we need to pay close attention to here is that SR9009 might actually help reset your internal clock, and what that's going to do is actually help you control your carbohydrate and fat metabolism. So, our entire physiology revolves around a naturally occurring internal clock, and this is called the circadian rhythm. Now, a loss of our ability to control our internal clock by various lifestyle-derived causes may actually result in decreased ability to mobilize fuel from carbohydrates and fats. And what that does is it might actually stall our metabolism by these means. Now, it's possible some of us may have actually experienced the associated fatigue, agitation, lethargy, and general lack of drive and energy when we are jet-lagged, or just simply turned inside out with our daily rhythms. So, if you have a general understanding of human metabolism, then it should come as no surprise to you that all of these could essentially be caused by dysfunctions in our metabolism as a result from abnormal fluctuations of our internal clocks. So SR9009 actually has shown the ability to actually help protect against such metabolic adaptations that may result from interference with our internal clock, causing a potential normalization and resetting of our abilities to control our metabolism, keeping it up and going in the face of changes in our daily rhythm. Now, there's still a great deal of research to be done to understand the additional effects of SR9009 and what, types of effects it might have on athletes and people in general. The scientific community, though, at large is pretty damn excited, in the face of the many possible clinical applications of this compound and what it might hold for all of us. And rightfully so. I mean, you can easily see the many benefits that are present and are just continually showing up more so and more so. And the more studies that are conducted and the more details that are given and found, we're just finding more and more, positive reactions and positive capabilities that SR 9009 actually possesses. And it's staggering and it's wonderful to continually find. And that's why I love this. The more that they dig, the more positives that are coming out. And I just hope that that continues to go and that we can continue to learn more and more, because the more we learn about it and see, the more intriguing it becomes. And we see the capabilities that it has even more so than it was initially thought. So always intriguing, always wonderful to know. And you can see why I have such an affinity and a love for SARMs in general. And while SR 9009 is technically not a SARM, it's grouped with SARMs, it's sold with SARMs, it's viewed as a SARM. It's just a technical and scientific thing where it's not technically a SARM. But what it's capable of and the way it has such synergy with SARMs that it's stacked with, there's really no questioning its capabilities. It's just whether it's for you or not. And SR 9009 really seems to be like it's for many. There's not too many circumstances, if any, that I can see where it wouldn't be something quite ideal for you to add into your stack. So, that being said, stay tuned for plenty more videos to come. Don't forget to click subscribe. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.